The role of gentleness and compassion in practice. In the path of spiritual practice, many people believe that strength means discipline, persistence, and the ability to endure. Yet true strength is not rigid or forceful. It flows from gentleness and compassion. These two qualities, often mistaken for weakness, are in fact the most transformative powers within the human heart. Gentleness is not passivity. It is the art of remaining flexible and open, even in the face of difficulty. Like water that bends around rocks but never loses its essence, gentleness allows the mind to adapt without breaking. A gentle person is not easily disturbed. They observe emotions and situations with calm awareness, not reaction. In Buddhist teachings, the mind is compared to a mirror. It reflects everything but remains untouched. To be gentle is to keep that mirror clear, unstained by anger or pride. A rigid mind clings to opinions and control. It resists change and creates suffering through attachment to being right or superior. In contrast, gentleness softens the ego. It teaches humility, the ability to admit we don't always know, to listen instead of argue, to allow life to unfold naturally. Compassion is the natural companion of gentleness. Where gentleness brings calmness, compassion brings warmth. Compassion is not pity. It is the deep understanding of another's suffering and the sincere wish to relieve it. It is the ability to look beyond behavior and see the pain behind it. When someone acts with anger, compassion asks, what wound are they carrying? This shift from judgment to understanding transforms both oneself and others. A simple example illustrates this truth. In a monastery, a young monk was often misunderstood and criticized for being slow in his duties. Others accused him of laziness. Yet instead of reacting with resentment, he quietly continued to serve. One day, they saw him tending to a wounded bird with utmost care, refusing to leave until the bird could fly again. In that moment, they realized his slowness came from his deep sensitivity and attention. His gentleness and compassion silently taught them a greater lesson than words ever could. In everyday life, we can practice this same spirit. When someone speaks harshly to us, we can pause, breathe, and ask, what pain might this person be expressing? By seeing through the lens of compassion, we break the chain of reaction. The energy of gentleness disarms conflict. It cools down heated emotions and replaces them with understanding. Gentleness also applies inwardly. Many people are harsh with themselves, judging every mistake, forcing constant improvement. But spiritual maturity means learning to treat oneself with the same compassion given to others, to forgive our past, to hold our struggles tenderly, and to speak to ourselves kindly. Imagine a bamboo tree in the wind. It bends but does not break. It yields to the storm, yet remains deeply rooted. This is the power of gentleness, strength and flexibility. Compassion is the same, soft yet powerful, humble yet unstoppable. When gentleness meets wisdom and compassion meets understanding, the result is harmony. The practitioner no longer fights the world, but flows with it. Life's difficulties no longer feel like punishments, but lessons guiding one toward greater awareness. Gentleness and compassion are not just spiritual ideals. They are practical tools for living peacefully. They help families stay united, communities heal, and individuals rediscover joy in the midst of chaos. Every act of compassion, whether it's forgiving someone, helping a stranger, or simply smiling at another, sends ripples of healing energy into the world. Ultimately, the purpose of spiritual practice is not to become special, but to become truly human, to live with wisdom, patience, and love. Gentleness opens the mind, compassion opens the heart, and when both are alive within us, every breath, every moment becomes a silent expression of peace.